No, I'm just talking. All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 10th episode of the Attack of the Fanboy podcast. I am Kyle Hansen, your host. Along with me are my co-hosts, Anthony DeSico and William Schwartz. Say hi, guys.
What's up?
So we are at number 10, so it's going to be a special episode. So we're going to go through news very quickly and get to our special segment. So quick news, NPD just came out, and Xbox One, top-selling console in April. What happened? How did that happen?
I don't know. I think April's probably a slow month, but I hear PlayStation fans are likely the ones coming out in comment sections and telling people to remember that, you know, they had a pretty hefty trade-in incentive going on for the Xbox One,
did.
where they were like $100 or something, $125 if you trade in. So, I mean, that probably had something to do with it, I'm guessing. I mean, anytime that they make it worth people's while to get out there and buy it, people have been doing that, but, you know, they're essentially giving them away at that point because the Xbox 360s are basically pieces of shit, right? You know, pieces of crap right now.
Hey, I got one.
I have one too. I play it as well, but I mean, you saw this week earlier, Ubisoft has pretty much abandoned that thing completely.
Yeah.
Other dedevelopers are going to be doing that as well.
It's legacy.
Just Dance. It's just gonna have Just Dance.
It's legacy hardware at this point. There's unless you want to play your old games, there's little reason to have an Xbox 360 hanging around.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so hardware sales overall were down 4% for the year. So I guess it went Xbox One, PS4, Wii U. I don't know where 3DS fits into that. We don't get the full picture when these things come out. It always trickles out.
I put it squirts. I think stuff squirts out on the internet more than trickles. Just kind of.
PS4 or PlayStation did lead software sales.
I think that's probably a foregone conclusion at this point because they've got so many systems out there, a much bigger installed base. They can't help but lead in software sales from this point going forward, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Top 5 games were Mortal Kombat X, Grand Theft Auto 5, Battlefield Hardline, MLB 15, The Show, and Minecraft. So,
Minecraft's staying there. Jeez.
Yep, Minecraft will always stay there. I don't know who doesn't have Minecraft at this point, but people keep buying them.
I always consider going back and playing it, and then I'm like, well, you're not 10, so you might as well not do that.
No, Minecraft is fun. You got to get a group.
It is fun.
Of people.
I've never played it with a group.
That's good.
I'm more of a solo Minecrafter.
I don't even think I've ever played, aside from just testing stuff out. I don't think I've ever played by myself. I always get a group. That's the way to play Minecraft.
And what do you do?
Anything. You just build stuff together.
That sounds horrible.
I'll get into a little personal. My wife loves to mine. That's all she loves doing. So she is kind of my worker. And
get your ass down there and get me some diamonds.
She will spend hours down in the mines. I can load up. I go and there's like 30 diamonds just sitting there waiting for me.
Nice.
And then I go on little adventures.
It's a good woman, Kyle.
Exactly.
It's a good woman.
Yep. That's why you gotta marry that. Anything else for NPD? Will, you excited that Xbox One won?
Excited?
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah.
You love your Xbox.
I do like Xbox, but I'm not rooting for them. I'm not like, come on, baby. NPDs this week.
They did it.
They better do it. Oh, fuck. That would be a rough year.
You could place bets on anything in Vegas. I could see Will placing bets on that.
2050 on Xbox.
The long shot with the 3DS or the Wii U.
30-1 on Wii U. This fucking 100 better pay off. All right, no, I don't really care.
All right.
I don't care, no.
So
I think it's fun, you know?
Yeah.
It's fun to watch that kind of stuff. It's fun to see the comments. It's fun to see people that do really care.
Yeah, people
really fun.
People get pretty invested in these, so Yeah, comments are fun. I'm reading over some of the comments now, but you can tell Sony fans try to downplay that Xbox One, and Xbox fans are like, finally, people understand.
Yeah,
So,
right.
good stuff.
People are coming around. They can't be stupid forever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't care.
All right.
Is that the only news
And
we have
now,
for the week?
one
No.
more quick news thing, new Assassin's Creed, and that is where I say I don't care because it's a new Assassin's Creed game. The end. It's in London in the 1800s. Did you guys get excited about this?
I did. I thought it was pretty cool.
Anthony already pre-ordered it.
I pre-ordered like every edition. I'm trying to find more.
Of course.
He's going to get that statue.
I want that statue, but it's only available
I
at the
know you do.
Ubisoft store, which is annoying.
You're going to have your own mini museum of
Why, man? The U.S. always
special
gets
edition
fucked
statues.
miserably. The U.S. always gets fucked miserably. Europe has like 3 special editions.
Oh yeah.
We get 1.
That I feel like is a new thing. I think we used to get the best stuff, but lately, I don't know. Even like my Nintendo stuff, Europe gets crazy good special collector's editions.
Yeah, I mean, like they have the basic, the standard edition. They have the gold edition, which is a nice $89. You bundle it with the season pass. That's great for Assassin's Creed fans. But if you want to go up a tier higher and you want to get that collector's edition for whatever 100, whatever the hell it is with the statue, that's all right. You get a statue and I get some, I think, an art book and a soundtrack or something. That's pretty cool, but that's only available at the Ubisoft store, and that's it.
Yeah.
And there's like 3 collector's editions for Europe that has a basic without the season pass, but it has like some stuff like a soundtrack and all that stuff. One has like everything, and it has a different stand for the statue, so it's a little bit different than the one in the US. And what pisses me off is because I like collecting the steelbook. You don't get no steelbook.
But why are you buying this game? What excites you about this game?
What excites?
I see it and I hear another Assassin's Creed game. That's all.
What do you think when you think of Assassin's Creed? You don't think multiplayer. I mean, now you do, but back in the day, it was like Assassin's Creed 1 and 2 were the best because it had no multiplayer. It just was a basic game.
I don't think the lack of multiplayer made them better.
I think the addition.
Yeah,
I think the addition of multiplayer kind of made them focus their efforts on other things, and it kind of made it all clusterfucked. So, like, the game is going to be more focused now. It's not going to have to worry about co-op or multiplayer. That's all taken out. It's bare bones. It's solo. They're focusing on a giant solo campaign that just basically get back to their roots of the Assassin's Creed franchise.
Man, it only takes like a 2.5 minute video to sell you. You're like, I'm in. I am in. You're getting back to I'm in.
What? Okay, so they're getting back.
Oh,
to
shit.
You've learned your lesson. I'm in. I'm in.
What in this game?
What kind of editions do you have? 200? That's it?
Season pass?
200?
Fuck yeah.
You have 3 of them? How much for a steelbook? 300? Okay, I'm in.
I'm in.
What? So they're getting back to the roots. Great, awesome. What makes this different than a remastered Assassin's Creed 2? Well, why should I care?
Wait, a remastered
I'm
Assassin's Creed 2?
I'm just saying if they're.
Oh, you think the game hasn't changed any since? That's not.
I'm asking.
That's not fair.
I'm not saying
the game has changed quite a bit since then. But the changes are minor year to year, just like every other yearly franchise,
Just
Madden,
like
Call of Duty, all that stuff. The Assassin's Creed games differ.
I know. I'm asking what's different about this one. The only thing that I saw was stealing the carriages.
Well, carriages, but there was carriage rides in other Assassin's Creed games too.
Yeah.
They had carriage. I mean, I don't think
was
that's.
it in 2? I think it was in 2.
I think it was 2. I think 2 starts out with 1, right? Where like.
Yeah.
But that was more cinematic. This is more real time, like in the streets of London. So yeah, that'll be different. Cool. That's not selling me the game. I've played every Assassin's Creed game. I like the Assassin's Creed games. It's hard for them to actually do bad on those for me because I like them. I'm not running out there like Anthony. I'm more skeptical. I'm like, well, I'm going to buy this, but I'm definitely not pre-ordering it.
Yeah,
And
after the recent ones, especially Ubisoft's. Even if Unity was okay, I know it was for you, Will, but
Okay.
Ubisoft
I did
general.
not encounter those problems that some people did, like the graphical issues. When I played Unity on Xbox One, I did not encounter that stuff. Was there some slowdown in some spots? There was, and I think I put that in the review that there's some slowdown. There's definitely some issues. I didn't see the major stuff though, falling through the world and whatnot. But is that? I thought it got back to the roots with that one, with more of the assassin-y sort of stuff instead of the pirate ships and whatnot.
Yeah,
But
I like that they gave you a lot of options with the actual assassin missions. And I'm sure they're going to do that this time.
yeah, they kind of had like a more sandbox aspect to it. Like, you've got to do this, get it done, however you want to do it, which was neat. Which is kind of what I always wanted those Assassin's Creed games to be in the first place.
I mean, come on.
There's some
Is that-
standout missions in Unity. The one where you're like infiltrating that party, and you got to like track the guy. I don't know if you guys have played that, but you got to track this guy through an entire party, stay silent, keep away from guards and stuff. It was really cool. One of the better missions I've ever played in one of those games. But do I think they can do better? Yeah, I mean, I don't know that the technical issues are going to get fixed right away. I don't think that. Maybe. This game was in development before that game. I mean, they were kind of side by side, were they not? They would have to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume so. They're doing like a Call of Duty
It's
where
got to be the same engine, right? I mean, it's not like they're like, all right, let's scrap it.
whole new thing.
There's no way. I mean,
Yeah, just like
maybe
they
they've
probably
got
worked on the
something
next one already.
fixed. Maybe they've
I
got
mean-
some things polished a little better than it was last time.
I mean, hell,
mean,
like, what was it? A week before Unity came out, they released the first leaked screenshot. I mean, come on. It was in development. Definitely.
Right, that thing was far along.
Yeah. So just like the next one is probably already halfway or starting to get developed, I should say, at this point. The
I
only
would
thing that
say
was,
the next one.
yeah,
The next one comes out in a year and a half. I'm guessing it's like 2 years in.
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, I don't know. I like this one. This one has pretty cool. I mean, the main guy, Jacob here, he has a pimp cane. Come on. Come on. You can't.
That's
can't
worth a
hate-
pre-order,
Dog.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Pimp cane. Pimp cane.
You can't.
Give me
hate
your
that.
money.
He's got a
Give
pimp
me your
cane
money.
top hat. A pimp cane top hat. Come on.
I
Pimp
think
hat, he got
I
everything.
think like the coolest thing that I heard about that in that reveal was the grappling hook.
Yeah.
And how you would be able to grapple to the top of buildings. I mean, that would be pretty cool, considering that sometimes it just gets a little old climbing up buildings over and over and over. But
I like the strongholds. Like they showed some of the strongholds in some of the videos. Basically, it's like basically like gangs of New York knockdown drag out brawls in the middle. Of
I was
the thing.
totally feeling Gangs of New York when I watched that
Yeah,
video.
yeah.
I was
Right?
it's the same time period.
What's
Yeah.
on?
I mean, they even said they reworked the fighting system to make it more smoother and to have it, so you can go from different fighting styles. Like it seems like this one they're gonna have a lot more fighting styles where he has not only the weapons but he has like brass knuckles. I mean, fuck.
He's got a revolver, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, fuck shit up, man.
Is there a pattern to Assassin's Creed? It's every other game is good. Where like 1 was 2 was great.
I thought 2 was good.
Eh.
I thought Brotherhood was good. I thought 3 was good. I thought Revelations was.
Everybody believes the Ezio trilogy, or whatever you want to call it, was good. Everybody says it went down with 3. 4 was good. Unity is I think Unity's pretty good.
I didn't think 3 was that bad. I didn't think it was
Yeah.
as bad as everybody else
You
thought
seem
it
to
was.
yeah,
but
you seem to like most of the Assassin's
I
Creed.
think they're good games. I think for the most part they're pretty solid games. If you like those types of games,
Yeah.
thing with
if you
Assassin's
like
Creed
open world
is-
games, there's a lot of stuff to do in those.
Yeah, I mean, I found myself going back to Unity this week because of the announcement. Honestly,
Yeah. Did you ever finish it?
no. I mean, I'm just trying to get all the collectibles.
Why the
'Cause they-
fuck would you pre-order it then? You're like, well, I'm not gonna even play this. I need this.
I just
want
need
just
it.
for my collection.
I need it right in my veins.
I don't get that.
need
I
it.
just don't understand. My brain doesn't.
Did you not
brain does
hear
not function
about the
like
pimp
that.
cane?
Yeah. Did you not see that fucking pimp cane?
Did you not see that?
Pretty sure they give you a real replica.
Like
You
Anthony's
can
talking to
actually
himself
buy
over
the
here.
replica through GameStop.
Of course
And
you can.
Ubisoft. You can. It's like $50. I might do it. Just whack you over the head with it at E3.
There we go. And we will.
And
we
then
will
you
with
would-
that, the magic word has been spoken.
Oh
We're-
yeah.
You would
We're
walk
exactly-
out of that room with it up your ass.
We're
Or waddle.
exactly 1 month away from E3. So it's time
We got a
to
little
go ahead and
kickstand.
go on record. I know Anthony has been predicting like crazy, but he's gonna actually go on record now. This is our E3 predictions.
Fallout 4.
Okay,
Gears
so
of War.
well, let's go company by company here. So we'll
All right.
do Bethesda. Yeah, Fallout 4. I think Fallout
Yeah.
4 has to happen.
Bethesda we're doing right now?
Yeah, might as well.
This is
Skyrim
the easiest
remastered.
one, I think.
I think so too. Yeah,
Skyrim remastered.
It's not happening.
Okay.
You
yeah.
really think it's happening?
Because on the E3 website they list a game for all platforms, including last gen, that is basically like it's.
But if it includes
RPG.
last gen, why would they remaster? Why would they remaster it for last gen?
I don't know. They would just re-release it with all the DLC. I don't know.
They already did
I don't
that.
know.
I think, yeah, they already did that.
I don't know. Maybe
Doom.
it's Doom, but it's not an RPG.
Doom RPG.
Maybe it's a Fallout collection.
Maybe that might be. I don't know. Fallout 1
I think
and
a
2.
Fallout collection
Fallout, I mean,
ahead
Green.
of.
Yeah.
I think. Well, that's. I mean, isn't that where we were before? Fallout collection this year, Fallout 4 next year.
Yeah, I think we were talking about that. We were talking about just all the other.
I mean, that
options.
follows like what a lot of these companies are doing, right? We're gonna put out the remastered edition this year. Next year, we give you the full thing.
Yeah.
So that's probably plausible,
I'd-
or it could be Skyrim 2,
I'd play a
Guaranteed.
remastered.
or I mean remastered.
Everyone is talking about Skyrim 2. I would play a remastered Fallout 3. I have it on PC though, so I should probably play it on there. That's kind of remastered already.
What, Fallout?
Yeah,
Those games are really bad on PC.
are they? I haven't even. I bought it in like a pack, so I haven't tried it yet.
If you haven't played it, I played Fallout New Vegas recently, and I still
Oh yeah, no, I played them both on 360. I
those
love
worlds, but
love
they
both
are
of those games.
really starting to look rough.
Yeah.
And like the shooting and some of the actual stuff in those games is just really antiquated at this point. I don't know if that holds up without some sort of high texture remastering or something. I'm guessing there's mods out there that you can probably get as well.
Yeah.
For the PC, but I don't think anything ever came out like Skyrim has, where it just looks night and day better. Maybe though, I'm not sure. I never dig deep into the mod catalog for that.
So we're thinking at least one remaster, and we all kind of agree that Fallout 4. I would say Fallout 4 over Elder Scrolls 6. People have been waiting on Fallout 4 for so long.
And I think it's about damn
I
time
mean,
we
you
see
know
Doom.
how yeah, for sure Doom will be there, but do you know how crazy what kind of hype there would be if they announced a new Elder Scrolls and a new Fallout game?
Yeah.
There's no way, right? I mean, they can't do that.
They could if it was kind of
Like if they really just want to win E3,
Well,
that would be the only thing that people are talking about.
Yeah. If they're like, we have Fallout 4 almost ready, it's coming out either this year or next, and then here's a quick little snippet of Elder Scrolls 6.
Just to cover all our bases and to get everything on point, they're just like Gears of War. I know that's a different topic. Just like Gears of War, they've already registered the trademark and it's appeared on several retailers. Dishonored Definitive Edition. So
Yeah,
that's
that
happening.
could be.
That's happening
Yeah.
either way somehow. So that could be the one
Dishonored's
that's
a
on
good
every
game, I like
platform.
that.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Depends
I just
how
don't
they
see
do it.
them re-releasing that on the old consoles.
Yeah, I mean,
There is a good amount of DLC, but it's like,
yeah, I mean, Fallout 4 is a great game, but I don't think that would probably be something that they would make a whole conference for. It has to be multiple things.
Well,
multiple bombs.
Yeah,
Multiple
no.
bombs.
They will have
Their bomb
multiple
is Fallout.
things.
Their bomb is whatever Bethesda Game Studios has been working on for 4 years. That's their bomb.
They can show a bunch of other smaller things, and I'm sure that they have them. But then,
Their smaller things are Doom, Dishonored, Battlecry. What is it? I forget what it's called. Battlecry, The Elder Scrolls Online. Those are their small guns. Those are their bang bang. Take this, take some of that, and what everybody's waiting for is what Bethesda Game Studios is working on. Now it's just a matter of if they drop a huge bomb with Fallout 4, which everybody's expecting, or if they're like, those are their only two games, is Fallout and The Elder Scrolls.
they're two big guns. Yeah.
Yeah, unless they have a new IP, like a brand new RPG, new IP, they could have some of those third-party deals as well that we don't know about. I mean, they've been doing that recently a lot with The Evil Within. Just not from Bethesda Game Studios. It's Bethesda Softworks.
ZeniMax, pretty much.
Well, it'll be interesting because, I mean, it's their very first E3, so they have to have something big, but
Well,
we will see if it's...
conference.
Yeah, E3 conference. If,
Oh yeah, I can't. I can go home after Sunday. I'm like, cool. No one's happening.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
Good. I can't wait for Fallout. 1 year, baby. Come
See you
back
guys.
next year.
Have
We'll get to
fun.
play Fallout 4. Y'all have a good E3.
What if they show gameplay and they say it's on the show floor? Then
well,
you just
lining up.
cry. Will
That'll
will
be
just
awesome.
be there with tears.
Yeah,
There's no way
coming
that's
down.
going to be... There's no way. I mean, maybe for like judges during Judges Week or whatever, they'll be able to play it maybe or see it. I think you have to be able to play the games to be included in the Judges Week stuff.
Yeah,
right?
it has to be playable.
Like it has
at
to have
the
some
show.
sort of playable.
And the Judges Week, for people that don't know, is essentially those Best of E3 awards. So people get to go out and play the games behind closed doors to decide those things, essentially. And all the rumors point to, if the rumors turn out true, that it would be a behind closed doors demonstration. So I guess we will see what's going on with Bethesda. But it better be Fallout 4. Or at least I will take Elder Scrolls 6 as a compensation. But it's got to be one of those two.
Compensation?
Yeah. I'm more excited about Fallout.
It's Brink 2.
We know Elder Scrolls is coming out. We know one is going to come eventually. We don't 100% know that Fallout 4 is coming. It
we do.
really should come. That's all.
It's a sequel to Hunter.
I mean,
Dawn
that
Forge.
news about the guy with the trailer. I mean, it is coming.
Yeah.
This game is coming out. Pretty sure it's...
We've had a lot of Fallout 4 rumors before, and
but
none
that's
of them
a
have
pretty
turned out
big
true.
one. It's a pretty big one.
This is the big one, baby.
Yep. We'll see.
It's, a professional trailer developer for a big studio, and then they threaten somebody with an NDA takedown or whatever. Or an NDA, like... I forget what happened in that whole situation, but somebody found his LinkedIn profile. It said Fallout 4 on it, that he worked on it, and then they said that there was an NDA that was broken and to please remove the story, and they didn't because they weren't under an NDA, which basically confirmed that that was supposed to be a secret. Right? I mean, it's coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, unless it's Brink 2 or Hunter the Demon Forge 2.
Any
Fucking Rogue Warrior 2.
Wet
be-
2.
Could be. I think Bethesda did that.
They did.
They save it for the very end and drop those. Brink 2, everyone.
The moment you've all been waiting for.
God.
Wet 2.
People just
What?
get up and walk out.
I could stick it
Any-
open with that.
Any predictions for the other, no offense, but smaller conferences for EA, Ubisoft, and Square Enix? 'Cause I don't have much to say
Smaller?
about those. Yeah,
That's
they're
hurtful.
not the platform owners. That's all I'm saying.
Neither's
Oh,
Bethesda.
and, yeah, what the hell, Kyle?
Bethesda, it's their
You're
first
comparing.
ever.
You're
So that's why it was
Nah.
big news. That's why we started with them.
What are they gonna? I thought we were going kind of chronologically.
Sure, we can go chronologically. Let's go with Microsoft.
But Microsoft will be next. We could hold off on that. We go EA, Ubisoft.
Exactly.
But that's not how you were outlining that. You were outlining it smaller, so I had to question it. All right. Yeah, EA. What?
Mass Effect.
EA's not. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, that's gonna probably be.
Mirror's Edge 2. It's not really a secret.
Yeah, they.
Yeah, Mirror's Edge isn't
that.
as huge a franchise as Mass Effect. Mass Effect's gonna be the thing this year.
Yeah.
If we get to see what's really going on with that.
Probably something sim related.
Really excited about that. Obviously, Star Wars. Going to see a lot more of that.
How
we
mad?
might see visceral stuff.
How mad would people be if they showed Battlefield 5? You think people would be mad about that? Yeah.
Why would they be mad? It would be a year away.
Because they already Hardline just came out. People were mad about that already. I'd be a little.
I don't know.
Be a little upset.
DICE has been doing pretty good with those games. I think they've got Battlefield 4 still going pretty strong.
Yeah.
I mean, don't they have like free DLC coming out?
Yeah, a little bit.
If anything, they'll probably
They're
touch on
continuing
that.
to make that game better, into a better, more playable game. Unfortunately, it's taken this long. But you get 2 years, 3 years out of that game for the real hardcore Battlefield fans. I don't think like those guys will be mad. I think the Hardline thing was more, scrutinized just because it was so quick and it was at a time where there were still issues going on with that game, and they're like, "Here's another Battlefield game. It's coming out now. You can download this right now and play it." And it's coming out in like 3 or 4 months. Wait, you haven't fixed the other game, really? I could see why people were mad about that, but a numbered Battlefield game, people are going to get excited about either way. I think it's going to be hard to shake some of the launch stuff that has happened to them in the past. I think people are going to be a little bit, reluctant, but that doesn't mean that Battlefield fans are going to be excited about the announcement or maybe like a first trailer or teaser for Battlefield 5. There's no way. I mean, I'm a Battlefield fan. I would be excited about it.
Okay.
I just want Bad Company 3.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, no. At least Bad Company 3 isn't going to happen. I could see a tease for Battlefield
Titanfall
5.
2 is going to be shown, probably.
That, I would be excited about that. I honestly
Of course. Well, I guess.
I enjoyed Titanfall. I was apparently one of the few that enjoyed it for a long amount of time.
I mean, Titanfall on multi-platforms, all consoles, will be probably pretty good. Probably have longer legs.
True.
Yeah.
I don't know. If that was a Xbox thing because of the installed base or what, but put that on PlayStation 4. I'm guessing all those people who said it was a bad game or made fun of its 1 month shelf life probably wouldn't be if it was on PlayStation 4.
Their conference is probably going to be pretty cut and dry. I mean, they're going to have the FIFA stuff, the PGA Tour stuff. They're going to announce whatever they're going to announce with Need for Speed. That we know that's going to be there pretty much because that's coming out this year. Probably the one.
How much do you think will be shown of Mass Effect, if anything?
Probably a trailer and some information about.
I think we'll actually get an announcement that it'll be out in 2016.
Yeah, we'll probably get a trailer and announcement of the main character.
Yeah, you think we'll get it?
Shepard's place.
I'd hope we'd get an idea of what the game is, because at this point it's so up in the air. Like, I think we know it's going to be in a different galaxy, sort of, or at least a different area, so that it's
no Shepard.
Yeah, no Shepard.
Well, I mean,
essentially, they want to avoid messing with the 3 multiple endings that they put into Mass Effect 3. So they got to do some weird stuff.
I mean, if you read the thing that leaked, I mean, that pretty much outlines most of it. I can't
remember that at the moment.
Yeah, the inquiry thing, the questionnaire that BioWare sent out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pretty much. They do that with every game, and that's how it kind of leads up. Oh, they do that right before E3. I don't know why. But then, hey, and then again, then they announce their next game based on that survey. Oh, all right, well, that's about right. Criterion, we're going to get whatever Criterion's working on from last year, if you remember back at
Yeah, that
E3
weird,
2014, that weird ATV, air glider,
just
every
make
fucking
a
thing.
new Burnout, please. And
Yeah, it's not, though, sadly. You're going to do some crazy stuff. You're going to see another Need for Speed. I mean, hopefully we'll see BioWare's Star Wars game, because BioWare has two teams, one on Mass Effect and one on Star Wars. So, KOTOR 3?
oh, please.
Please?
Don't
Please,
even.
God.
Don't
That's
even.
that's a long shot. But
This is like a
Yeah.
dream
I mean-
E3. We've got Fallout 4, Elder Scrolls 6, Mass Effect 4, and KOTOR 3 already.
yeah, I mean,
And
it would be
visceral
it
Star
would be the
Wars.
year for Star Wars hype for them,
Yeah.
though, right?
I mean, we already know Visceral Star Wars game is deep in development. I mean,
I can
And
see
they-
Star
and
Wars
like
Yeah,
games.
a
didn't they
couple
just
people
fire
go.
a bunch of people?
no, not a bunch. They fired a handful of people to focus their efforts on Battlefield season pass
That's
stuff.
at least that's what the
and-
PR statement said, right?
Star Wars, yeah, that's what the PR statement said. Yep. And the rumor is, I don't know if the rumor about the Visceral game, Star Wars game, is I saw this on Game Informer because there was a bunch of like flags. There's like these flags with a stormtrooper helmet and crossbones, like piratey type stuff. It seems like you might possibly get to play as a smuggler, and the rumor is that smuggler is Han Solo.
Okay.
All right.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what the hell you're talking about. Flags and Han Solo, and I didn't understand what you were talking about.
There's flags. You don't get
Yeah.
that?
Yeah,
Therefore, Han Solo.
the developers took pictures, like teasing pictures, and put it on Twitter of their workspace, and they had flags and the Millennium Falcon in the background and all that shit.
They're working on Star. We need to move on. Let's
Yeah.
let's go to Ubisoft. Anything
But-
there, other than we'll see Assassin's
Ubisoft?
Creed. Yeah.
There's gonna be a new Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, new Assassin's Creed. I'm in on that one.
Should
I'll throw
just
my
be-
money down on that even money bet.
Yeah.
I bet you there's a new Just Dance.
Aisha Tyler will host, and she'll be kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think
She's
that's the
always
long
pretty
shot.
funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Aisha Tyler does a good job.
No, I think she does. She's
Yeah.
she-
New Splinter Cell, maybe? Can that
Hey.
possibly happen?
Don't tease me.
Yeah, I mean, it's
That'd be cool.
getting
mean-
around to that point where they could announce it, right? It's been 2 years, has it? Or 2 years? It's been 2 years
Something like that. Probably, I don't know. It's
since that game came out.
yeah.
So, Splinter Cell the next could happen.
That was
in
one of
a
the
year
few
or
stealth
two.
games that I really got into. It was really stealthy. I enjoyed Splinter Cell. Chaos Theory.
That's going to be a whole lot of conference with Rainbow Six. They're going to try and get people hyped up for that one.
Will we
Watch Dogs.
will we
Could we
see
see
The
Watch
Division?
Dogs too?
Oh,
Of course, we're going to see The Division.
again. Yeah, it just got delayed.
Yeah.
That one's not shaping up great. That one's a little worrying.
None of them do.
Yeah.
Ubisoft's going to go like big on something. They always do. They always get the buzz surrounding something that they show that is really early in development that looks really awesome, and it just never gets there.
Yeah.
Is it gonna be Watch Dogs? You think this year then?
I don't know. I think they said something about a unannounced IP in their recent financial call, so it could be something entirely new. Or it could just be an extension of. I think the wording on it was a little weird. It's just there's a new game that they haven't announced yet that is that they will probably do at E3, and that's why I'm saying like it probably could be Splinter Cell. Probably makes a lot of sense for them to just release Far Cry every year at this point as well.
I'd do a Far Cry.
A lot of
Only-
people would do a Far Cry.
I mean, I don't know. I would hope it's like more like Blood Dragon, you know? I would like the rotating of Blood Dragon type, real Far Cry, you know? That'd be cool.
Blood Dragon was considerably smaller, though, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Maybe they flesh it out, make a full game out of it.
I don't know if that works, but
True.
yeah, I mean, obviously Ubisoft goes big, tries to grab all the headlines like they do every year, and then disappoints everybody.
The thing is, they have like main studios that work on like 7 games at once, like Annecy and all that stuff, and Reflections. Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of studios, but we'll see.
Yeah, they're a big company.
I don't know.
Stated so
Red-
matter-of-factly.
Yep.
Yeah, they're a big company. They work on a lot of things.
They're working a lot of stuff.
Sorry.
A new Trials game. There we go. New Just Dance. A new Rabbids game.
All right, we're
There you
scraping
go.
the bottom of the barrel there.
The easy
I
ones.
think it's Splinter Cell. I think it's Splinter Cell.
That's
Probably is.
their marquee title that we don't know about at the moment. Will be Splinter Cell.
Yeah, I think they could do. They can make up really big splash with just a crazy looking next gen Splinter Cell game. You know?
Yeah, I'd buy into that. I wouldn't pre-order, but whatever.
I'd pre-order.
I wouldn't.
Pre-order.
Splinter Cell is one of my favorite series, and I wouldn't even pre-order that one.
Well, what about Square Enix? Anything? I don't have any predictions for Square Enix. I don't know what they're gonna do. Final Fantasy 15 will be what they show. That's my big prediction for Square Enix.
You're not even trying.
Yeah, I don't know what are they gonna? They have Final Fantasy. They
gotta
might
go
show
big.
Dragon Quest.
And they got to go big because just like Bethesda, they just decided to randomly have a conference as well. So it better be good.
They
It
have
better
a,
be
I think they have a
worth
conference
it.
every year. They don't always
No.
schedule it at the same time as the Nintendo Direct, but
I don't think they have a conference every year, but you might be right. I'm not. Well, do they? I don't. Do they?
I believe that they do. But
Yeah, I don't. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe they're gonna announce the Dragon Quest is coming. Dragon Quest 8, the one that was announced recently for the 3DS in Japan, might be coming to the US. That would be big. That would be getting a lot of fans hyped for that. I think they're gonna probably announce a new Hitman game. Cause like a year ago,
wasn't there was stuff
about a year ago or so, they were like, here, we're working on concept art. But that was like a year and a half ago, like maybe a year after Absolution came out. Because we know a lot of fans were not too happy with Absolution. I thought it was pretty cool, but some fans were upset. So they want to quote unquote back to basics more or less, just like every other studio claims.
Yeah, and
So
I think
we'll see. I mean, obviously their big one is going to be Tomb Raider. Well, I don't know. We might actually see Tomb Raider at Microsoft's conference.
yeah,
instead.
Rise of the
So-
Tomb Raider would definitely be Square Enix thing. We'll see it at
No.
Microsoft, but then
It's
they'll
co-published by Microsoft, so
Yeah.
it's probably going to be a Microsoft.
Oh, well, it'll be at Microsoft, but what they always do is they show like a quick trailer at the big conference, and then at theirs they can actually dive in and do like a full demo. So that's probably
true.
see it between those two.
We're definitely going to see Mankind Divided, without a
Yeah.
doubt. Well, I mean, the big one that everybody wants. is,
That's
of course,
Deus
the
Ex.
Kingdom Hearts 3, man. You knew
yeah,
it had to come. You knew it had to come. What do you?
we'll
don't,
see.
Don't play that. Don't play that.
That'll be another one that
Um,
if they have anything to show, they'll show it at Sony's and then really
You
do a
think
deep
so?
dive at Square Enix. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3. That's huge.
If
If they
Oh
have something
my
to
God.
show, which
I think they do.
don't
They do.
know that they do.
I think they do, but they're not gonna. They're gonna definitely show more at TGS than they're gonna show at E3. That's a given. Because home turf. it's,
Yeah,
it's true
it's home turf.
for them. For Square Enix, what?
It's still a big game here. Like it sells a ton here. There's no reason for them to hold back from E3. Like, everyone watches E3. E3's gigantic.
True. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, I'm actually looking online. I'm looking online as we talk.
No, that's not how you do it. You gotta blindly predict here.
Well, if I blindly predict, I would have said Hitman anyways. But I mean, I've been searching the Wikipedias.
God
Ultimate.
damn it! Are you guys still talking about Square? Fuck! I'm trying to.
I didn't want to move on until you got back.
Out. I've been back for a while. Like, what is going on? Anthony's
right.
researching stuff
Anthony's
now. What is
deep diving on this?
Go for the deep dive. What are you looking up?
Yeah, I'm just looking up stuff on Wikipedia. I know it's not a major source of information, but sometimes stuff gets put on there. You know, they don't just make pages for nothing sometimes. And Hitman 6 is already up there.
Those users don't just make pages for nothing, man.
They don't.
It's completely run by the community.
You can't just go on the internet and say whatever you want.
That would be ridiculous. It's like us having a show. God.
Crazy. I gotta agree with Will. I think we've run Square Enix dry. That's enough. Let's go.
Just Cause 3.
The big three.
Sleeping Dogs 2.
So Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. And Will, you have a big, crazy out there prediction for Microsoft.
I personally think that they're going to announce Halo Wars 2 or some sort of real-time strategy game at the conference.
That actually is pretty crazy. I was kidding because you were going to say Gears of War remastered, which were pretty coming.
Yeah. Well, I was going to take that easy money, but
that is a pretty crazy prediction.
I don't think it's too crazy. I mean, last year they had some sort of Halo Wars reference in their Phantom Dust E3 trailer.
Phantom Dust, which I believe is dead now.
Yeah, they had a job listing for a director in an established AAA franchise for the genre of real-time strategy. Phil Spencer's been all over Twitter in the last few years talking about Halo Wars is the best console RTS and all this stuff. I mean,
I would freak out. I would be.
You start adding those things together, and they're talking about this is going to be a huge year for Microsoft games, and that's all we're going to be talking about. I mean, if it's not Halo Wars, it's some real-time strategy game for Xbox One. And it makes a lot of sense because with the Windows 10 stuff, if they have something that hits PC users as well, real-time strategy tends to do that, right?
Yeah.
So I think they're going to announce something in that genre. I hope it's Halo Wars 2.
I can't imagine
if it will be or not, but they have to do something along those lines here shortly.
Yeah, what other RTS would they even want?
I forget which
one they bought. There was the Lord of the Rings.
They own Age of
franchise,
Empires, Age of Mythology.
Yeah, Age of Empires, Age of Mythology.
Yeah,
I don't think that resonates with. I mean, if they announce that, it'd be for PC. I don't think that resonates with Xbox gamers.
No, I don't think so either. Which is why.
Yeah, Halo Wars.
I mean, Halo Wars is a popular game. It's still extremely popular. We talk about keeping your Xbox 360. I still occasionally pop in on that game.
I believe
from time to time.
But
I mean, I think that's plausible. But
Halo Wars 2.
I also have to know that we've been calling for this for about 3 years now. So it had to be 3. During like different rumors and stuff, there have been other rumors that have popped up, and other comments from like executives and people that are. I'd love to see a Halo Wars, but when they get asked that question in an interview or something, developers, I think Frank O'Connor said something about it one time. And Phil Spencer's been out there saying stuff. The stuff from last year at E3, maybe this is the year that we see that. But other than that, there's going to be some openings for them to announce some games, right?
Yeah, we're probably going to.
I don't have any other predictions for them. I don't.
Well, the new Gears of War, the 2016 one.
Oh, it's 2016.
We'll probably see that.
Okay. So remastered this year, and then a new one next year.
Yeah, the Black Tusk Gears of War, I should say.
Yeah,
obviously they're gonna show Halo 5. Obviously,
yep.
They're gonna probably wasn't there stuff about a new game from Rare. Whether it be Perfect Dark or God knows what.
Oh,
It's
Yeah.
Rare would be
yeah.
on.
Rare is doing something for them right now, so they're gonna probably show off a game.
And it won't
Well,
be for the Kinect.
hopefully.
Or will it?
I would be interested to count the number of times that they mention Connect this conference because I don't think it's going to be many.
Not gonna be many. at all.
Probably not.
No, the Connect is out.
Unless it's Connect for PC or Connect for your home.
Mm.
Turn on your lights. Turn on your temperature gauges or whatever.
Microsoft-
thermostat.
Microsoft has a way of surprising us, though. I mean, last year had some big surprises. So
You don't think they're gonna talk about that HoloLens?
maybe I don't know because it's not. It has some gaming elements to it, but I don't think it's mainly gaming. So
Man,
I-
they need to just release a Fable 4, like a real Fable 4.
yeah, not this Fable Legends.
Yeah,
Thing.
Did you guys play that last year?
No,
Legends?
I
No.
didn't even want to.
Yeah.
I did. It wasn't very. I just didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't like it very much. Couldn't see playing much of that.
They have. I mean, you joked, Anthony, about Banjo-Kazooie, but they have been reviving a lot of older franchises. They don't always work out. Like,
But god damn,
Fantasy,
these
but-
games take so much money to make. I just don't see that many people.
Yeah, I mean, Rare.
You don't think the 3D
the unannounced-
collectible games are popular enough? I think that would.
Platformers.
Yeah.
I don't know. Rare has the smart money is either on Perfect Dark or a Battletoads game because of all the
I don't think-
Battletoads talk.
I just don't think the Xbox crowd is that crowd.
You don't think it's the nostalgic crowd?
The nostalgia, Nintendo, old retro PlayStation games. I just don't see that. I think the people that Microsoft converted last gen are people that play Call of Duty and Battlefield and
Yeah.
shooters. It was the shooter console. It's still got those people, you know. I mean, maybe not. Maybe those people all jump to the PlayStation. Who knows?
We might actually see something because now that Minecraft is exclusive, more or less, as they bought Mojang. We might see something from Mojang. Something, a successor to Minecraft,
No.
maybe, or something.
No.
Minecraft 2? That's
no.
a big prediction.
That
that would be at the megaton of megatons,
That is
though, right?
not happening. Not at all.
Minecraft
Minecraft.
2.
I think they even came out and said it's not going to be an exclusive. It's not. We're not working on a sequel. No,
What was the purpose of Microsoft buying them then?
because it still makes a crap load of money.
So then they just get all the profits
Yes.
and share it with Mojang?
Yep.
That's,
They don't
that's
share it with Mojang. They own Mojang.
Yeah, they buy it for the future revenue
You go.
and the
Have you
ability
been?
to do with what they want with the franchise.
Have you been to a Toys
and
R
put
Us
it on all
lately?
their platforms? Yeah,
I have, and
There's
it's-
definitely
it's
some
painful.
merchandising.
See all that Microsoft product on store shelves now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't need to make that exclusive. They don't need to make a sequel. It's the 5th best-selling game of this month, and it came out, 7 years ago? Maybe more? I don't even know. It's like Minecraft has always
it's in beta
existed.
for a long time.
Yeah. Well, what we're going to see that we haven't heard about much of is probably Forza 6. The big one.
That's my nap time. Is whenever they start. Here's your
Well,
annual car
well,
porn.
car porn.
Kyle, take a nap.
6.0. 6.0.
I don't know. I appreciate that they look amazing. I mean, the Forza games look amazing, but I just
do,
don't.
and
I don't get into that.
They're kind of fun. They're kind of fun if you have friends.
Yeah,
But since you don't have any friends, Kyle,
I have no friends.
Forza must suck.
Now, if they said
He's driving in a circle.
Burnout 5, I would wake from my nap and be very excited.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
probably going to show some third-party stuff, definitely. We're going to probably see Call of Duty at their thing.
Yeah,
Unless
there was.
big change and we see it at PlayStation instead.
Yeah, that's
No.
an interesting theory, but no, I think Microsoft's got that locked up.
Again, looking at Wikipedia, somebody called Decisive Games is listed as a first-party Microsoft studio with an unannounced title.
Does
Never heard of them. Have you?
what are you implying?
I don't know. I'm just saying that they might be doing something.
There's a video game being made somewhere.
There's something being made somewhere on this earth.
There is a video game.
Does Microsoft still? Because I know with 4 they had exclusive or timed exclusive for GTA DLC.
Oh,
Do you think we could get a repeat?
No, no way.
First, there has to be GTA DLC. I mean, is that even? I know we talked about this last week, but fuck.
Why not?
Probably, but you know how Rockstar is. They say they're not going, and they just show up.
It's finally out on every platform. It's working on every platform.
I think what Rockstar literally comes down to whoever throws the most money at them to fly them out and say, "Hey, come out here, show what you got on our stage," because that's really all
like
it is.
Agent.
It's going to be available on everything, but just show it on our stage so we get.
And they just,
they
don't mention that it's coming to other platforms. Yeah,
that would be huge.
Yeah.
If Rockstar showed up on anybody's stage, it would be huge. Whether it's DLC, a new game, or whatever.
Trios. That's probably it for Microsoft. I mean, we hit our bases.
Yep.
That one. They're definitely going to talk about indies as well. I mean, indies, they have to.
The ID at Xbox program has been doing really well. Like, there's been a lot of good games coming out of that. So I am looking forward to seeing what's coming from Microsoft for the indies.
Yeah, I mean, my only wish is a Fable. So there's my prediction: Fable and Gears of War next gen.
I'm signed on to the Halo Wars bandwagon.
Yeah, Halo Wars 2015 or 2016.
Let's do it.
Believe.
Let's do it, Phil.
Hashtag believe.
I know you're a fan.
What about Sony, which will be late Monday, I think. Yeah, later Monday. They haven't announced their full E3 plans, but I'm sure it's going to be late Monday.
Yeah, usually.
I'm guessing it will be. There's
Jeez.
Right? Every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do we... I honestly don't know. I mean, Sony is just... their calendar is barren for 2015.
Well, we don't know. I mean, because Sony also has this thing in the back of their mind about PlayStation Experience 2.0 this year.
So you think... No, they're not going to hold back at E3.
They're not going to hold back. No, they said they weren't going to hold back. They said they were going to spread their announcements out. But they're also, that's kind of why I guess they're not having a Gamescom conference and instead doing it in Paris, which is like sometime in September or something.
Well, what are they going to show at E3? I mean, what do they have? The games that they have to show have all...
I mean, if they showed Uncharted last year, they're going to probably show it again this year, right?
Yeah. What about
they're going to show Uncharted again. They're going to maybe show more than likely Ratchet and Clank.
I'll put a $5 bet down that they say the words "The Last Guardian" on stage at E3.
You don't want to be standing next to me if they say that. I will.
I think they'll make good on their free version of Drive Club.
Let's roll it back to Last Guardian here. If they don't say anything about Last Guardian again, there's a problem. There's definitely a problem already.
There was a problem with them saying it the first time.
They have to, and every time there's rumors that it's dead, they come out and say it's not dead. But where is it?
It's not dead.
That would be huge.
I'm making a prediction.
Yep.
I'm making a prediction.
Here we go.
Hold on to your butts. It's coming to me.
Go.
Gran Turismo
7?
Coming out in 2018.
2016.
It'll come out the last day that the PS4 is supported before the PS5 comes out.
Hopefully we see some Persona action at the PlayStation.
What do you care? You hate those
conference. Games. Persona? Well, Persona's not, Japanese hentai porn.
It's still in a Japanese RPG.
It's not.
And
yeah, JRPG is a bit different than a game where you're tickling little girls.
No, it's not.
I mean, a good
What
one.
RPG? What JRPGs have you been playing?
Yeah, not the ones you like.
Me? Oh,
Child
come on.
molester?
Jesus.
Whoa! Whoa! That escalated quickly.
It did get a little dark. Okay, so you're saying you like Persona then, is what I'm getting.
Yeah, the Persona. Yeah.
I haven't played
Persona's
those
good.
actually.
You never played Persona 4?
No, they look good. They
should
look
play
really
it.
good.
Persona 4 is a really good game. If you own a Vita,
I do, but it's broke. It's been broke for a long time.
Yeah, I have it. The game is too damn long.
yeah, just a couple 100 hours you can sink into that thing, but it's good.
It's fun though. It's real fun.
Persona 4 Golden, yeah, it's real good.
It's probably the best Vita game. Period.
Yeah, it's good.
What about God of War? Do you think we're due for
God of War Remastered. They're already doing God of War 3 Remastered. We're gonna see a shit ton of footage.
so we'll get remastered and then new one next year? Is this a
Yeah.
trend?
We might. Well, I mean, is the remaster releasing this year? If the remaster is releasing this year, then we're gonna get remaster, and at PlayStation Experience, they're gonna show the next God of War. Because remember, PlayStation Experience is at the cusp. It's in December, so they might hold off on certain announcements like that.
Yeah, it is released.
The PlayStation Experience gets about 1/100th of the press coverage and just coverage in general in mainstream media that E3 gets. If they have something to say, they're going to say it at E3.
Yeah, PlayStation Experience.
I just don't see them saying, "Well, let's fucking shave some shit off for Gamescom or Paris."
That's
or
where you play
PlayStation
the
Experience.
game.
I just don't see that.
That's where you play the games that they announce here. It's just like PAX, like big
Yeah, E3
big
is
announcements don't get
you
made at
make
PAX.
you make your claim.
Well,
You get the
Borderlands
buzz
makes
at
facts.
E3.
Occasionally, because Gearbox likes PAX, but that's about it. So, yeah, any big games that they have to announce that exist, they'll do it now. So I could see them announcing that God of War, that a new one is coming, but maybe just not have a lot of info about it.
We're gonna see Gravity Rush 2, probably. We're gonna see some Vitas. We're gonna see some good Vita.
You think
hopefully.
Vita is going to be? I think
Yeah,
Vita is going to be.
I think they've got their
nothing.
Vita strategy pretty much nailed down. Let indie developers use it as a platform to reach people, and big, expensive games that are designed exclusively for the Vita just don't make sense.
I think Vita will be spoken as many times as Kinect is at the Microsoft conference.
Oh, I don't think that's true. I think
I
think
think
there's a
they'll
lot
show
of good
some
games on the
games.
Vita. Like
They'll
some
show
of that
some
remote
games.
play, some of that cross-buy stuff,
Yeah.
fantastic.
But they won't make it a big part of the conference. It'll
Well,
be
then-
this game's coming out. You
It'll be on Vita too.
You can also play it on Vita.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying because, like, they announced that Gravity Rush is being made. So, we don't know. I mean, it could be for PS4 because they haven't announced what platforms it's on. They just said Gravity Rush 2 is being done. And that's a fan favorite. A lot of fans love that Gravity Rush stuff. I thought it was pretty cool. Pretty cool with the
It had some
manipulated.
decent mechanics behind
Yeah,
it.
good mechanics.
What's that game company working on these days?
That game.
Yeah.
Journey 2.
That's
No, I don't.
was-
That game company, that's Journey, right?
spiritual successor to Journey. I don't think that
I don't
make
think
an
they're
actual.
together anymore.
Are they?
That
Hold on.
game company?
Pulled them up here on Wikipedia. Yeah, they've been working on a new unannounced game.
There you go.
Yeah, they're still
Stop using my strategy.
Journey's coming out on PS4. They just don't have a release date, so I think we'll get that. And then maybe like
There
a
you go.
spiritual successor for it.
Sucker Punch. Give me some Infamous.
Is
good
More
one.
Infamous?
Is it time
Good
for
one.
Infamous?
It's time for
It's
Infamous.
not time for Infamous. It's never time for Infamous.
Yeah, it could be time for an announcement next year. Because let's see, they do a 3-year window, it looks like. Right? Yeah, they do roughly a 3-year window. No,
Yeah.
2. 2 to 3 years. 2009 was Infamous 1. 2011 was Infamous 2.
I did like
2000
Infamous 2.
And Infamous 2 Festival of Blood was also 2011. So it looks like 2 years from now. 2016 Infamous 3. Calling it.
Stamp it.
So tune in next year, folks,
Stamping it.
when you can go back and play your Was Anthony Right bingo card.
We should have a bingo. We should have like Attack of the Fanboy bingo for that. What happened to Warhawk? Jesus. Actually, you know what? Don't answer that.
What?
You're
Whoa.
just going down potential.
Yeah, what are you doing
This is the
here?
one Anthony's thought a lot about. I think you're giving Sony too much credit to be digging that deep into their catalog at this point.
That Princess Adventures on PS4 is apparently currently in development.
These aren't predictions, Anthony. You're just finding news.
God of War, a new project being supervised by Cory Balrog.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You go out and
Yeah,
you
but I
got.
don't think. I think they're not going to announce that. I think they're going to wait. They're going to sit on it. But it's possible that they do.
They need something.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
you can't just show the
but
same
if they,
games that you showed
it's God
last
of
year.
War.
We need
It's God of
something
War.
new, something big.
That's the thing, though. It's God of War. It's just like Uncharted. If they announce it now, it ain't coming out until 2017.
You know, I want their conference to last exactly 10 seconds. I want them to walk out and say, The Last Guardian 2015, and walk off the stage. And that's it. That's all that they need. Done.
There's a food truck out in the lobby. Go have yourself a good time.
We drove the food truck.
Thanks
through
for
the
coming,
building.
everybody. No,
Through the building.
I think there'll definitely be some Morpheus there, right? I mean, you have
Oh,
to.
yeah. Project Morpheus is going to be huge.
If they don't designate a large chunk, I mean, it's new hardware. When new hardware comes out, it's just gonna be just like the Move, just like the console, the Vita.
Interesting.
They're definitely going to
Well, again,
talk
we
about Morpheus. It's not gonna be.
You guys are familiar with Sony's Bend studio? The guys behind Siphon Filter?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
They have an
Yeah, I mean,
project.
this is a good possibility. They are working on something. So
Siphon Filter.
seeing what that is.
Siphon Filter.
Are they working on Siphon Filter?
Probably rebooting it. Because I don't know what happened. I'm not really big on Siphon Filter because I didn't have a PlayStation 1. So I didn't get to play all them.
Yeah, they were all right.
Yeah, I mean, so I figured since it'd be so long, I
For
think
the time, they were all right.
I think they're probably going to end up rebooting it. So it's probably like
Yeah.
Siphon Filter. It's probably what they're doing.
Or it could
makes
be
sense.
something completely new.
Yeah, I'd bet more on something new than a Siphon Filter remake. I mean, people enjoyed Siphon Filter, but it wasn't
And now
huge.
they're 50.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe. I mean, but we're going to see a lot of like the stuff that's being developed, but we haven't really heard much, like Killstream, Drawn to Death, all that stuff.
Is there going to be a new Killzone anytime? That's always a franchise that I just
Oh
kind of
yeah, fuck, we totally forgot. That was the big thing. Their new project, the Killzone developers' new project, Guerrilla Games, their project. They're working on like everybody thought they were working on like a Destiny type of MMO or whatever, because it was like a giant open world or whatever what they thought it was going to be.
does say here they are working
They
on
make
all new
great
IP.
looking games.
Yeah, they were supposed to make like a crazy first-person open type thing, and
Sure, it would
we
be really pretty.
I mean, we even saw concept art.
I'm picking up what you're putting down there, Will. It'll be
I mean, I'm
very pretty.
It'll be pretty.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
so
like the
go-
Killzone games. Don't get me wrong. It just there's something.
I got
Something
Shadowfall.
missing.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really just to demo my PS4.
I mean,
And,
they
and it's a
haven't.
great demo. It's a beautiful game.
Yeah.
They haven't released. I mean, they haven't announced anything in 2 years. Shadowfall. So if anything, they're announcing that's their bomb.
What if
Guerrilla-
it's a game based on the Killzone 2 demo from that PS3 E3 video?
It's a new IP. They already said it's a brand new
We
IP.
can finally do it.
We can finally do it. Anthony's not picking up what I'm putting down, but that's okay.
It's a new IP. It's currently the working title is called Horizon.
Anthony's in the Wikipedia zone right
It's
now.
on the same
I'm in
Wikipedia page I am.
There you go. So I think we're gonna see it. It looks gonna be
Fall-
awesome.
Falling down the W hole.
At least it's not the glory hole.
Oh man.
It's kind of
went
messy. It's kind of messy all the
Fuck
same.
it.
Anything else for Sony? I honestly don't know. I think Sony might.
Of course you would go there. You like that Japanese hentai crap.
You son of a bitch.
We're on Sony now. You're in that mode of like tickle panties, glory hole, Vita,
What?
Killzone.
We need a friggin'. You know what? I kind of liked it. I mean, we need a new Resistance.
That's another series that's just it's always so blah. It's okay. It's not anything bad, but it's just never great. And the FPS genre is so full of great games.
I mean, I love Ratchet and Clank, but I don't know, it kind of doesn't appeal to me because the new game is a reimagining of the original. That's what they're going to show. It's just going to be a reimagining of the first Ratchet and Clank game. Personally, my favorite was A Crack in Time and Tools of Destruction. Those are two great games.
I've never played a Ratchet and Clank game.
Ouch.
Never played one. Never felt the
just
need
fun.
to.
I dabbled in them.
They're fun.
I rented them from Blockbuster when I worked there. So that was fun.
Did those debut on PS2?
PS2,
Or
yes.
PS1?
PS2.
PS2?
Yep.
Yeah.
The dose.
It was Sly Cooper,
What?
which I loved, Jak and Daxter, which I enjoyed, and Ratchet and Clank. I
I
thought
probably would have played those if I didn't break my PS2 so early in the life cycle. But, yeah, I broke it.
is it a new? They aren't working on a new Sly Cooper, are they? They should,
Nah, they
because
just
Sly
did.
Cooper is amazing.
They just made one.
Yeah, but it was okay. It wasn't great.
What? Is this like character action platforming?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fuck that. I mean,
those were
He just
huge, and
He just hates platformers.
they were huge.
they're making a comeback. Ukulele
You
is
think
at
so?
$2.4 million. They made $2.4 million off of people like Anthony who bought the game when
This
it's
is
not
true.
even.
There are. I always forget how many people like Anthony are out there.
Yeah,
Why are you guys? I don't back Kickstarter. What the fuck?
we'll just call them Anthony's.
That's because you don't even need. These people don't need Kickstarter. All they need to do is show you a goddamn video.
I know, but it was a
they're-
good video,
and
man.
you
That
give them
pimp
your money.
cane.
You pay up front.
That pimp cane, though.
You pay full price, and you want the accessories.
Damn right.
You know, it'd be really weird to see another PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale game.
Possible. I would do it. I'd do that shit.
I think it'd be possible, but I just don't. No, please don't. I'm sad I even.
Smash Brothers is out now.
Yeah,
That void has been filled.
yeah.
Yeah, but not if you only own a PlayStation.
Yeah, this is true. Since not many people own a Wii U.
Heyo.
That's not a hey-oh. That's just a fact.
Take that, Reggie.
Is your body ready?
Well, now that we're talking about Nintendo, you guys have anything else for Sony? And then
I thought we were talking about people who had press conferences.
They have a Nintendo Direct. Okay.
Boom! Double tap, Reggie.
Any final word for Sony, and then we'll talk
no.
about Kyle's favorite.
They're announcing a shit ton of stuff. Let's just be happy it didn't leak so
Who,
far.
Sony?
Oh, it's gonna leak.
Oh, it's
Everything's
gonna leak.
leak.
But last year it was bad.
Yeah.
Or the year before was, I think, worse. But still.
Ooh.
Sony.
Okay.
Yeah, they leak every year.
Wrapping up Sony.
They had an awesome conference last year.
They did.
They did.
They did a really
I
good
mean,
job.
They've had
Followed through very well on the first year release thing. With like we got a lot of stuff coming. A lot of stuff didn't really come.
it came and it came bad. The Order.
It came at 15 frames per second. I love Bloodborne. I'm sorry.
Oh, I mean, a lot of people. do.
Take it
yeah,
back. I'm sorry. I love them.
Sony's had 2 great conferences in a row, and they may be in for a bad year, but I'll be interested. I'm very
No,
interested.
Sony's been hitting it right, and they have when they want to get their message across at E3, they pretty much know how to do it.
I tell you, if what'll make Will walk out happy, just get up out of his seat, clap his hands together, walk out, go get a burger. Bloodborne DLC.
No.
Yeah, I
Shut
think
him
so.
down.
I think so.
DLC is not like what
Yeah, I
floats
don't-
my boat.
I don't get excited about DLC.
Like, oh, really? Why the fuck didn't you put that in there? That's a great idea. Why didn't you put that in there to begin with? That's how I look at it. No, but no, Bloodborne DLC would be cool.
Yeah, I mean,
Very
I
cool.
think they would. I think they might do that.
I'd be more excited to see some Uncharted or some other big Sony franchise, God of War even. I like God of War. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see a next-gen God of War. What could they do with the new hardware?
None of this remastered shit anymore.
Yeah, I'm getting tired of that. I mean, at this point, you keep saying it, but this has got to be the last year where people are going to be able to get away with, we're remastering a game that came out 2 years ago.
They need to add more in. Like, you can't do this whole one game remaster from last gen. It needs to be something like the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, where it's a bundle of games.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah,
Ooh, that would be really cool.
Yeah, you think porting it to PS4? I wouldn't mind that, actually.
If you could get
I haven't known that.
Get 4 onto PS4. I've been waiting for that one to come to the PS.
Yeah, but Konami's
now.
not going to do any of that. We forgot the key factor. Konami,
Konami's a mobile studio now.
Yes.
What if
Oh,
Microsoft or Sony purchased Metal Gear from Konami?
please do. Please do.
What if that happened? Now that would be a megaton.
That would be amazing. It would be fantastic.
We are no longer
What
doing
if it's
this
really
anymore.
They hired
What if-
Hideo Kojima and they bought Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, but
Hideo
what
Kojima
if-
is heading up his own studio at this company.
Yeah,
That would
but
be awesome.
what if it's like the two companies split? Like, okay, Sony hires Kojima, and then from there, the other one buys the Metal Gear franchise.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
It's like
I don't know.
like a soap opera or something.
That would be horrible. Everybody would be like, no!
No, but yeah, I think Sony has a better shot just because they really.
Definitely.
But that would be
Just
fantastic.
don't know if they have the money.
But Microsoft wouldn't let it go without a fight.
Well,
I
Konami
don't
wouldn't
know.
let it go
Sony's
without a
just
fight.
so entrenched.
Konami
that the
doesn't
franchise
care.
is entrenched in the Sony history. You know, Microsoft has all the games on their platforms except for 4, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, except
Did
for 4.
3 come out on Xbox?
I think
Yeah.
when they put out
Bundle.
those collections, they bundled them all together. And Peace Walker probably isn't on there either. Or is it?
Peace
I don't
Walker
remember.
is, I think.
Hold on, I'm gonna verify this.
Looking it up while I eat
But
some
that would be
pizza.
cool. That's been one of their consistent jabs at Sony over the last years is like, well, we got Metal Gear 2. We got Metal Gear.
The HD
We're
collection
going to show a long ass trailer of Metal Gear on our show because people get pumped about it.
did come out on Xbox 360, so that's 2,
Peace Walker?
3, and Peace Walker.
Okay. Yeah. So, could do it.
Yeah.
It could happen.
Are we doing predictions for Konami? Other than they give up?
I don't even think that they're having a conference.
Well, they're doing something. They always do something online. Remember last year they did like YouTube videos live from Japan or some shit.
It'll be the CEO playing on his phone.
Hey.
No, didn't they come out and clarify like we're going to explain about all this stuff with Kojima. We're going to still make games. They're still going to make Pro Evolution Soccer. They're still going to make some games. They're just focusing on mobile, right? I mean, isn't that basically what they came out and said over the last couple of days?
Yeah, they're focusing on mobile, but they still have an assurance to the fans that future Metal Gear games will be made or something like that.
But with the caveat that they are looking into ways of using those franchises in the mobile space.
Yep.
Why wouldn't they?
So that's their
Metal Gear
focus.
mobile.
Their focus is on mobile. So I don't see a big budget Metal Gear Solid game coming out of them for a while, if ever. So the really the most important, we've saved the best for last, Anthony. and that is
the best.
yes.
So we're doing Activision?
No.
That's
Nintendo, of course.
Hmm.
I say that slightly jokingly, but really, I am most excited about Nintendo.
Well, I can pretty much predict everything for Nintendo for you right now.
Let's hear it.
New lineup of amiibos, Metroid, some random sports-generated game. We're talking probably Mario Golf Wii U, Mario Tennis Wii U, maybe Mario Baseball. You know what? They haven't made a Mario Soccer game. Let's do that.
They did make a Mario Soccer game.
Yeah, but not for a while.
Yeah.
So let's do that, guys. All right, cool. Let's give them added amiibo support. There you go. That'll sell some amiibos. All right. What else, guys? What do you got? Oh, well, we're going to show some footage of... No, wait. They said they're not going to show Zelda at E3 this year.
Uh-huh.
So, fuck. Nah, so their show is pretty much... Yeah.
You just...
Metroid.
You mixed in... Yeah, you mixed in Metroid. A new Metroid game would be huge. So...
Yeah, but it's
let's
like
actually,
expected. They got to do something. They got to put
it's
out
not expected at all.
They got to
Have
put
we
out...
already said Punch-Out?
No.
Yeah,
I was gonna
Punch-Out.
bring up Punch-Out because they teased that in their little E3 plans video, which was funny. You guys have to admit that.
It was kind of funny.
Thank you.
But I think the biggest deal is that we're having the fucking first Nintendo World Championships since the fucking 80s.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
Now, let's just hope that all of us can
Meh.
go there and get some exclusive swag that they give out that's exclusive to
Oh
this
yeah, I'm
event.
gonna go get that hot swag.
Well, I remember, just
I'll
like
be
they did
there.
in the 80s, remember?
Of course you will.
Depends. It
Well, Kyle
depends on
knows-
the time because we
Kyle
gotta
knows what I'm
go
talking
to
about.
Bethesda at 6:30 on Sunday.
Kyle knows what I'm talking about. In the 80s, they released, what was it? Like
When
Gold-
this thing is on Sunday?
Yeah. Their conference or their direct is Tuesday morning. The Nintendo World Championships are on Sunday.
Hype.
What time?
They haven't said. So that's the key. We'll find out
Will wants to know the details.
how
Time.
it crosses over with Bethesda. But yeah, so that'll be interesting to see.
You
I
don't
don't know.
have to go to the Bethesda conference. You could always go hang out at the Nintendo World Championships.
We'll see.
Yeah. We'll text you if Fallout gets announced.
Yeah.
We'll text
Oh.
you Brink too.
Oh boy. I should have went to that. So actual predictions.
You're gonna be seeing it at the same exact time as everybody else. But actual predictions, my predictions for Nintendo are it's like Punch Out or Metroid, right?
said-
What else
I
do they
said
have?
Metroid.
So
I got dibs.
so they said they're only talking about 2015 games, and that's the tough one because
Oh, they're only talking about 2015.
only talking about 2015 games. So they're not talking about Zelda, and the reveals are going to be pretty limited. But Nintendo also has a track record of kind of like, hey, here's a giant game. By the way, it's coming out in 3 months. So I think you're both hitting on
You
something.
can download the demo now.
Yeah, Metroid and Punch-Out are up there. I think F-Zero is up there. But I don't think we're going to get all three. I don't even think we'll get two. I think one of those games will get announced.
So what are they gonna do with the rest of the time?
Amiibos will be a big part.
Yeah, like
of
I
it.
said, a new wave of amiibos, definitely.
We have Star Fox. There were 3 prototype games last year that I think they'll hit again. Really dig in and show what they've become this year.
Wait, Star Fox? What are you talking about? Prototype games? What?
Did you okay? So last year they announced Star Fox, which was
Oh.
coming out before Zelda. So I think we'll get
Okay.
a deep dive into Star Fox.
Well, you just answered your own question. If they said Star Fox is coming out before Zelda, and Zelda's coming out next year, well, I guess we're probably gonna get a Star Fox announcement for this
That's
year.
why I didn't have a question. I stated it. So there were,
Come over there, man.
there were
I'll see you in a couple weeks.
3 prototypes that Miyamoto was working on directly. There was Project Robot, which I think they already said might be coming out this year, so we'll
Mighty
see
Ball
that a
Robot.
lot. Yeah. And then there were 2 others that I really can't remember the names of, but they were all
gotta-
pretty interesting games.
You remember the golden rule of Nintendo conferences? You can't have a Nintendo conference without the Mario.
I don't know what they would show of Mario.
Is there any? What happened to that Mario like Little Big Planet type thing that they were working on last year?
Oh, Mario Maker? Well, Mario
Yeah.
Maker is going to be huge. Yeah, that's it's going to be playable at Best Buy the week
Did
of
that
E3.
come out already?
No.
Or is that coming?
It's coming this year.
Okay, so
Yeah, that's not even
they're
a
probably
question.
going to show more. They're going to show more of that probably. I don't know. They're going to announce
That's not
something
even a question.
Mario. I mean, the people think it's the Mario Galaxy 3,
That
which could be why they delayed Link because Miyamoto's working on the Mario.
Miyamoto isn't really directly involved in either of those franchises anymore. I would
What are you
love.
saying? He's too old for that. He's too old for that.
I would love a Mario Galaxy 3. I don't think it's coming this year, and I definitely don't think that they're going to talk about it then. But it'd be
Mario
awesome.
games are literally the only reason I own a Wii U. I'm sorry, but that's it.
Okay.
So if they do a
New
Galaxy,
Super Mario U 2 would be what I would see first. As much as we love 3D Mario games, they sell a third of what the 2D Mario games sell.
yeah,
They will pump out a new 2D, new Super Mario Wii U 2 before they get Mario Galaxy 3 out there.
but don't get me wrong, I also like my Zelda, so
Yeah.
that's also another reason why.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that we're not going to see more of Zelda.
Yeah,
That really sucks.
disappointing.
And the tough thing with predicting Nintendo is they really do a good job of keeping their secrets. So I honestly don't know. They're not going to talk about Project NX, which is their next console. They're not going to talk about mobile games.
Or will they?
Nope, they said they're not. So
Son of a bitch.
Yep. We will see what secrets they have. If it's a new Metroid, F-Zero, if
Well,
it's
they gotta have
either of
something.
those two, it's huge. Those
You
are
gotta have something. You think they're gonna do a price drop?
I could see a price drop. They probably need to price drop at this.
We didn't touch on that. We didn't touch on any of that with the
I don't
Wii
I don't think either
Price
Microsoft
dropping.
or Sony is going to drop their price. Microsoft already essentially has.
Sony could drop their price, and that would be a good megaton. Because why would you not want to buy one then?
I don't think that they need to. They're still
They don't. That's true. They don't need to. But if development costs are cheaper now to manufacture the consoles, why the fuck not?
because you make money.
Oh my god, they do that every time. Wasn't the rumor like a slim version of Xbox One? So I doubt they're gonna do a slim version of Xbox One.
I just
Will they?
Microsoft
Well,
already lowered their price.
Yeah.
And I don't think Sony needs to lower their price, so I don't see it happening.
Slim Xbox One.
I saw a rumor out there that was like a bigger hard drive capacity
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was
there
a
was-
retailer listing for 1,000
version.
Yeah, 1 terabyte. Yep.
Yeah, I mean that would make sense too. Same price, bigger hard drive, costs come down.
Yeah.
They make it a more, have more
And then,
appeal.
and then
Those
Sony would
things
have to
need
counter
bigger
that.
hard drives. So I'm getting to the point.
I got my 2 terabyte. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks. You have a
could-
2 terabyte external drive.
Now that we're
No,
talking
internal.
now that we're talking about this, I could
Oh,
see an
on your
upgraded
PlayStation.
I could see
Yeah.
an upgraded Wii U, like a slimmer, bigger hard drive Wii U for a little bit cheaper.
Eh.
They need to do something to draw up sales of the poor Wii U.
$99. We got to get these things out of here.
They just start bidding. They just start
I
giving
would
them out.
pay $99 for a Wii U at this point.
I would hope everyone would. I mean, it
Yeah.
has some
With
really
the with
good
the
games.
lineup of games that has come out in the last couple of years, I would definitely pay $99 and buy all the games. Bayonetta, Super Smash Brothers, the 3D Mario game that came out.
Don't say it so loud, man. You got them listening. He said he'll buy one. He said he'll buy one. We gotta lower it now.
Finally.
Those things are still like $2.99, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's a little bit too much for me.
Yeah, it's the gamepad. The gamepad makes it rough, and they always want to make a profit on their hardware. So lowering the price is usually pretty late for them. But I could see them doing it. They honestly should. They need to, but that's
Yeah, it's hard to do
never
a
been
hardware
the
revision
do-
on that thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's already super slim, and what are you gonna do? Make the gamepad shittier?
All right.
There's an idea for you, Nintendo. Take that one to the bank.
See this thing? Let's make it real shitty.
We can use even worse pieces to put this thing together.
We want it so
We can make
shitty,
it
wipe your
cheaper
ass.
and slower.
You mentioned Bayonetta. I don't see a Bayonetta 3, but I could see a Platinum Games announcement coming to.
Really? Yeah. I'm
They've got a
guessing they
good
didn't make
relationship.
that much. I wonder how much they actually made.
You're gonna see a new Sonic, as much as you don't want to.
Sonic
You're gonna
2.
Sonic Boom Boom. That's what you call it.
Oh man, yeah. Nintendo's a mystery for me.
I mean, Sega's not even having a booth this year, so I mean, we don't even have to do predictions for them. But
Yeah,
sadly,
I thought we were just. Oh, we thought we were just doing the. Oh, we're not going. I thought we were just doing the conferences.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. We're not going booth to booth.
I was hoping we go booth to booth.
No.
Of
Come
course
on.
you were.
Just
You're like, yeah,
conference.
this should be 4 or 5 hour podcast.
Damn right. Part 2 is next week, everybody. Come on back for part 2.
Come on back. Anthony will discuss what he believes the Innikin booth will be showing this year.
I will discuss what I believe Atlas is announcing. We're doing the A through Fs.
A through Fs. That means Activision and EA. So come on back and bring your popcorn. All right.
There you go.
So is that it for E3 predictions? Any other final things you want to throw out there?
I think Activision's going to show more Black Ops.
Shocker. Thank you.
No problem. No problem.
No,
think
we will play Black Ops this year.
So
I think we might get another Skylanders.
a new
Oh my
actual
God.
game. I don't care about Skylanders. You guys mentioned Metroid. What kind of do you guys follow Metroid at all?
I haven't played a Metroid game since I was a child and had a Nintendo Entertainment System.
You didn't
Anthony?
even play Prime, bro?
Yeah, you need
I
to
did not play Prime.
You need to play Prime.
You gotta play that
I
Prime.
didn't have a GameCube.
Well-
That was GameCube, right?
Go get your Wii U and get the Metroid Prime trilogy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a trilogy of games?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all 3 of them. Metroid Prime 1 through 3.
That was one of the,
That's the first person one, right?
yeah.
So good. Who made that? I forgot who made that.
That was Retro, and that's what I was going to ask. Is do you think
Yeah.
Retro's working on it? Other M was not great.
I want a
So
real Donkey Kong game. Not like,
not the 2D. You want a 3D Donkey Kong?
Well,
What? I mean, really, 2D is kind of the real Donkey Kong.
true. But man,
But I get what you're
remember-
saying.
I remember that Donkey Kong one. That was so
They
funny.
did just come out with Donkey Kong 64 on the Virtual Console, so
Here, this is me. Dear Nintendo, can you please partner with Square Enix again and make Super Mario RPG 2? Thank you.
I
Sincerely, me.
thank you for mentioning that. I do think a Paper Mario game will be announced.
Fuck Paper Mario, god damn it.
That's
That's a
the-
goddamn
Paper Mario's
spiritual.
pretty good.
Yeah, that's
That's a spiritual successor bullshit. I want Gino. I want the actual good RPG developers making the game. No offense to anybody who made Paper Mario. But fuck.
I want you to pull that entire team back together from
There's a-
20 years ago.
There's a reason why Super Mario RPG: The Legend of the Seven Stars doesn't work on these Retron consoles. It requires an original Super Nintendo in order for the cartridge to work.
I don't.
It's because it's the best
Not
goddamn
fun.
game on that system. It's because it's the best damn game on that system. You son of a bitch.
You just said
Oh, fuck you
none
in
of
a
that
hole.
made sense. Nothing you just said made any sense.
It made sense to me.
Oh man. So that's my last thoughts. Is I want another first person Metroid game, and I want to know what Retro is working on, which is hopefully the first person Metroid game. But we'll see. No one knows. So that's we'll call that for E3 predictions. I think we've covered every single topic that we can and come up with some crazy theories. So that's it, and we will move on to what we've played this week. I've been playing a little bit, but Will, you played some that I was actually pretty interested in. Why don't you start with your latest review, which was Puzzle and Dragons for 3DS.
Puzzle and Dragons Z plus Puzzle and Dragons Super Mario Brothers Edition.
Yeah, which that last part
Yep.
really the only reason I'm interested. But
Yep.
A long
And
title.
I mean, I can see that. I can see people that are Nintendo fans getting real excited about that game.
Yep.
Because having those characters in there certainly makes it a little more appealing for that person who is really, really into Nintendo. For me personally, I played a ton of Puzzle and Dragons on iPad for years. I mean, this game has been out for quite a while. It's made by Gung Ho. It's a mobile free-to-play phenomenon. It's a match 3 with a little bit of a wrinkle where you can move some of the orbs around as you drag them into position. So it's not a straightforward match 3, but it's got a little bit of different style. Now, the 3DS version is not that game. It's not the free-to-play game. It's something a little bit more fleshed out, whether you're looking at Puzzle and Dragons Z or Super Mario Brothers Edition. Yeah, they're both a little bit more fleshed out than the free-to-play version.
Did you ever spend money on the free-to-play version?
Never.
Now, is it just kind of here's the game, but we'll slow you down unless you pay money, or is there stuff you buy?
It's not slow you down. I didn't really get into like why that free-to-play version is good in my review. It's just got good mechanics in there, and it's such a good free-to-play example of free-to-play where you can play this and you can spend money and you can get a really you can get the same experiences if you don't spend money. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get the unlocks eventually. It just speeds things up for you. It doesn't really gate you, and there's a level of challenge of like, well, if I don't complete this level this time, I'm going to have to wait 2 or 3 hours, or I forget how long the timer is. It might be 24 hours, but it's just a perfect game for like small. Oh, I've only got 20 minutes to play. I'm going to play some Puzzle and Dragons. The 3DS versions aren't that. They're much different. They have fleshed out worlds. The Puzzle and Dragons Z has an overworld. It's really an RPG, light RPG. It's got like inhabitants of this world that you can talk to and quests you can go on. It's much different. The free-to-play version on mobile doesn't have that stuff. Not even close. It's just, this is a list of dungeons. You go into them, you fight through these characters, you get to a boss, you unlock new characters, you build your party and team, which the 3DS versions have that as well. That is the major gameplay hooks are all exactly the same. It's kind of what they've added to both of these games to really flesh them out to be standalone experiences.
Yeah, I mean, I try to avoid match 3 games. I played Bejeweled, and then that filled me up. I was done. But I played the demo of this, and I really enjoyed it just because it seemed to add. There's the enemies that you're fighting by matching these things, and then there's the companions, which weren't a big part of the demo, but they were there. So that was, it feels like...
You played the Super Mario,
yeah,
or you played the Z?
Mario.
Okay. Well, Mario is even more simplistic than Z. So
really?
I don't know how much of it they showed you in the demo, but it's kind of laid out like Super Mario Brothers World, Super Mario World, where you go from plot to plot on the map and trace line to line and beat each level till you get to a castle. At the end,
Gotcha.
I don't know if they gave you a whole...
That wasn't really a part of it. It just kind of went through a couple of quick levels.
It's kind of laid out like that. The princess is kidnapped at the very beginning, and you have to go rescue her, and it's basically like that. But you're getting, instead of going through side-scrolling levels, you're going through these dungeons with different enemy types. So it's essentially a match 3 Super Mario World game, which is interesting, but I really didn't think that it can carry it. The Super Mario Bros. Edition I thought was actually a dumbed down version of the other component to that package, which is Z, which has more like in-depth RPG elements. I mean, all they really did was strip some of the features of Z away, put on a coat of Mario, and call it a day, is what it felt like to me. But I'm not a huge like over-the-top Nintendo fan, so maybe it didn't resonate with me the way that it might with other people.
So you're saying it felt like a cash-in?
No.
No.
Well, you said it feels like a Mario. How did you not get that?
Because this is a bundle. It's got both of them. So it's just that they essentially they had a very robust experience. They took a few things out to make it a more streamlined experience.
I think it has, well, what I put in the review is that I think there's, two parts to that game. One is for a, air quotes, hardcore Puzzle & Dragons player, which would be Puzzle & Dragons Z. It's got more features. It's got more RPG mechanics and things to do in the world than Super Mario Brothers Edition. And I thought that Mario Brothers Edition was more of like the casual
the way
casual experience. There's less characters. They just used a set amount of skins and threw them on top of this same game. I don't think that was a cash-in.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it was a cash-in at all.
It feels like when I have like a couple of minutes just to play really quick, I might jump into the Mario Edition. But when I'm like sitting at my house and I have a lot of time to dive in and really plan out some kind of strategy, I guess.
Well, I mean, it's all superficial, though. Really, I mean, this stuff is just there to separate itself from. This is the Z is not some crazy RPG. It's all based around the same match 3 dungeon. Both games are.
Yeah.
It's just that Z has a little bit more. It's kind of superficial. It's not really deep. When I say deeper, it's deeper in a shallow pool. It's not an incredibly deep RPG or an incredibly deep anything in the Super Mario Brothers Edition. It's all built on that same match 3 party management.
Do you feel like it's worth it if you've played the free version to buy this version, which I think is $30?
I do. I think if you like those core mechanics, and it is a good game for just sitting around. You're watching TV, you want to have something else to do, great. You're sitting by the pool and you want to be on your 3DS, or you're sitting in an airport and you have nothing to do, or you're in a car. There are some great applications for the type of game that it is, where you can literally pick it up and put it down at any point. It's not like a platformer or something where you're going to die in the middle of a turn or something like that. It's a very casual game, regardless of which side you play on. The ability to pick up and play and not have to worry about the continues aspect from the free to play versions is nice. Is it worth the full price of admission for that? I think it's a well-made game. The mechanics in Puzzle & Dragons are great. If you like the sort of collecting and party management stuff that you get from a game like Pokemon, I think it's definitely worth it.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to have to get 2 copies, one for me and one for my wife. So you gave it a 3.5 out of 5.
I did.
It sounds really good. It sounds like a nice casual puzzle game. I'm pretty interested.
The weirdest thing about it for me, and it was hard to judge this game as never having played the other version of it, right? So stripping out some of those free-to-play mechanics from that game, I thought actually, weirdly enough, made the game worse, right? It's kind of odd, and I don't wish this game had free-to-play mechanics. I just wish they kind of changed it in different ways. And you can see the its roots showing is how I put it in the review. Whether it's like long, grindy portions of the game where you're looking to get new, more powerful characters, the things that you need to, the items you need to collect to power up your characters, it can be a real grindy sort of game, like a free-to-play game can be, and that just doesn't seem to fit the casual nature of it. It makes sense when it's free to play because it's like, well, okay, this is how they make money. You kind of get it. They're going to charge me for continues. There's a little bit of tension when you're on your last continue or whatever. But it was weird that I was kind of longing for those free to play mechanics in a little ways, and maybe it was just because I had played so much of Puzzle and Dragons on the iPad. But
yeah,
either way, yeah,
that's
I
weird.
give it a 3.0 out of 5. I liked it.
Cool.
I will continue to play it in those exact situations where, I was talking about it, whether in an airplane, sitting around with nothing to do.
We know where you're going to play it.
Is it a good toilet game?
I'll definitely bring it to you. Oh, yeah. I mean,
Is there multiplayer?
That's a good
in this?
spot for it. Yeah. No.
Ah.
It has Street Pass, though. So it kind of has... You can, if you meet people, you can take the monsters or characters from their collections and add them to your collection as helpers.
All right.
So you can kind of build your party that way, but that's something that all versions of that game have, is meeting other people and adding them to your party and allowing them to help you. The iPad version has that as well. This one just uses Street Pass to do it.
Gotcha.
Probably be a great game for convention, meeting people, adding them to your party, doing the Street Pass stuff.
Sitting in line.
Yep. I mean, I can see a lot of people enjoying that game. I saw mixed reviews for it.
Yeah, I was actually interested. I'm gonna try to pull up Metacritic here and see what it's looking like. Puzzle and Dragon, it has an average of 75, so right in the middle there. The middle of good.
Yeah, middle of good.
Yeah.
And it's I guess I played a crap ton of that over the last few days.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, your other review this week was kind of polar opposite of that. Invisible Ink from Clay Entertainment.
Yes.
Who are
the game I said I was going to give a 5 out of 5 last week?
Yeah.
I did not give it a 5 out of 5.
The creators of Mark of the Ninja, so their big stealth game developer.
Shank.
Shank?
Yeah, they made
Don't
Shank.
Starve.
Don't Starve.
Yeah, they made Shank.
All right, so I played a little bit of Invisible Ink.
Mm-hmm.
You played a lot more, and you loved it.
Did love it.
I put maybe an hour or two in, and I was pretty surprised. So it's a turn-based strategy game with a heavy emphasis on stealth. One thing that surprised me just at the outset is that it's kind of a roguelike. Like you have 72 hours.
There's roguelike elements.
You have 72 hours to kind of build up your group before you take on this corporation that took out your friends and coworkers. Yeah, that was interesting. So, and the way it works is like the way that you travel around to missions takes away hours. So you're kind of weighing the benefits of that mission and the location of the mission. At least I was.
Right. Well, no, it's more. It really actually is. You have the 7. You haven't gotten to the end of it yet.
Nope.
Right. So the end of it is hard. It's really hard. You're facing the most powerful enemies that you'll face in the game. You'll be very lucky to get out of that thing alive. And to do that, you have to do the missions like you said, flying around and budgeting your time in collecting items or currency or abilities and power-ups for your team, and collecting new characters, rescuing them from prisons and stuff. So you're building your team, you're building their abilities, you're building your power of your group, and you're continuously making trade-offs, risks and rewards of like, okay, so if I go get a safe over here in the corner of this level, I'm going to face more resistance from the guards. There's potential I might die. Or if the longer you stay on a level, the security level rises. So you're going to face more resistance the longer you stay there. And as you're balancing the risk and reward of like, well, I'm going to get this safe, or I'm going to go for this ability, I'm going to do this or do that, other than your main objective, it all ties into that final push towards the last level where you're constantly, all right, am I powerful enough to get through this? And sometimes you will be, and sometimes you won't.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's a roguelike, so if you don't get through it, there's a very good possibility that you can get to the last level, die, and be done. But it depends on what skill level you play on. If you play on beginner, you get a lot of rewinds, or what they called. If you get found out, you can press the rewind button and peel it back to a point where you can make another decision on what you want to do. And you're moving in a tile by tile top-down perspective.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, I have 5 action points. I'm going to move here and open this door and peek around the corner and see what's out there. And you're kind of using those action points to find out where the guards are, where the security systems are, and just basically plot an efficient route through each mission to get the most out of it in the least amount of time, so you risk the least damage to your party.
Yeah,
it's an awesome game.
It seems like it's got that risk reward just nailed. Like every action you take is you have to weigh against
every turn. Yeah, every turn. And it's like that in beginner, but as you start getting up into the higher difficulty levels, it's really like it gets magnified a lot.
Was there a tutorial? Because I feel like it just threw me into the game when I started it up.
Beginner is pretty easy. It's banking on the fact that you're like, well, you're gonna mess up and you'll just rewind.
Yeah,
but there is a tutorial where Decker wakes up on the ground or whatever. Like, he had too much to drink last night.
Yeah, I played that, but I didn't feel like that really prepared me for what was.
No, it doesn't. You kind of just learn on your own. Like, whoa, wait, oh fuck.
Yeah. I did a mission or two, and then I was just like, wait, so why am I doing this? And then I figured out that it was kind of, you're preparing for something. And then I'm like, well, did I just screw myself? Like, is there no way that I'm going to be able to take this out? But from start to finish,
you can still do it. It's just gonna require some very tight, like, you can't mess up at all. If you aren't powerful enough to take on these characters at the end, it's very possible that you just don't complete it.
Yeah, and start to finish, it's not that long because it's meant to be replayed.
Yeah, it goes
by
pretty quick.
Yeah,
but I mean, few hours for each, and yeah, it's all randomly generated each time you play. And if you die or restart a level, it randomly generates again. So yeah, I mean, there's tons of replay value on it. I really liked XCOM Enemy Unknown, so it's in that vein. So I liked this game a lot. Or loved it.
Yeah, loved it. 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I wrestled
Go wrestling.
Wrestled with giving that game a 5 out of 5. It was a good one. Is a good one.
Very cool.
It's not very expensive, and if you have a PC that's capable, which I'm guessing most are, it's probably worth it if you like stealth games. They've got that nailed.
Well, I have been obsessed with the game that I've been playing this week, which is Splatoon for the Wii U. I can't talk too much. Game isn't out. It's still embargoed, but the review will be up in the 27th, the day before the game comes out.
27th?
27th. So a lot of time with the game. Keep checking on the site because I'll be putting up various videos. I've been recording.
Yeah, we're gonna do some video for that.
We're gonna do a ton. We're gonna have a lot of stuff
A lot of coverage.
Yeah.
A lot of coverage.
Splatoon
Probably some
coverage.
amiibo
Cool.
videos too. Him playing with them. Whee!
But yeah, I've been thoroughly enjoying it. So I won't say too much about it. But if you own a Wii U, look into Splatoon because it's gonna be a good one.
I own a Wii U. Why should I care about Splatoon?
It's Nintendo's take on shooters. That should really be enough. It's a fun
What kind of shooter is it?
new way
Like, I haven't seen any videos.
Really?
I haven't played any beta. I haven't touched it.
So
Why should I care?
it's completely different from any other shooter that you've probably played. The key of the game is just that you take over the map. You're not trying to kill other people. You do kill other people, but you don't actually get points off of that. That's not the point. The point is you are covering the map in your ink, in your color.
Control point. Gotcha.
Exactly,
Keep
but
going.
it's every
Your quote unquote ink.
exactly. It is actually
That's what they say it is.
so it's literally down to the percentage, down to 0.1% who has the most amount of the map covered in their ink. And it's only the floor, not the walls. That's been a little confusion point from some people. So you're running around, you're firing your gun to cover the floor in ink. You turn into a squid and swim through the ink. That's how you get around faster. And you can also use that to get to higher areas. So I mean, just in this pre-release time,
Basically, it's like two octopuses marking their territory.
yeah, but squids.
That's weird.
It is weird.
That is awkward.
It's awesomely weird.
So it's a third
I've heard a
person?
lot of positive stuff coming out of after they did the beta.
Yeah, the beta was fun.
So it's a third person?
It is third person,
How many players online?
4 versus 4.
4 versus 4. That's not bad. Now you just gotta find 8 people who own Wii U's.
Haha. No, this will be a big game for Wii U. I think it's gonna.
Okay, now
that's
let's say
life.
I do. Let's say you sold me, Kyle. You fucking sold me. I went to pre-order.
Yep.
Why do I want the amiibos for them?
I honestly don't know. I haven't looked into the amiibo support, and I don't have a Splatoon amiibo to test out, so I don't know. I believe it unlocks challenge modes. There is a single player. There's we mostly
there is
talk
a
about
single-
multiplayer, but
what's
there's
a
a single player.
What if you're one of these people who buys Call of Duty for the single player? What's this? What's
One of
this
those crazy guys.
One of those crazy guys. What's this Splatoon version? What am I getting into?
It's actually
Did my family die? Am I a lone soldier?
no. It's Nintendo where the story is
Oh.
really just kind of throwing. It's a reason to throw you into a game, and the single player is actually really fun. It's almost puzzly in a certain way. You're sometimes trying to find ways to get around the map, sometimes trying to find ways to sneak up on enemies. There's AI enemies in some of the maps, and you collect items as you go through, but there's just all these floaty platforms, and you just have to get from A to B using the various mechanics of the ink and the way that you traverse as a squid. I don't know. It's tough to describe. So that's why we'll be putting up videos. It's just because it's tough to. You kind of have to see it to understand. It's really a different game than.
Yeah, I
than
might have to check out some videos, some
you've
Nintendo
seen.
videos that they put up.
Yeah.
But I mean, it sounds interesting. I kind of the online sounds kind of cool actually.
Yes.
If I can get some people together, is there matchmaking, or am I gonna have to actually find people who own Wii U's?
There's matchmaking. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're good. We're good.
There's no.
We're good. Crisis averted.
Unfortunately, there is no voice chat, so that's not great. But there's enough info on screen that I've seen a lot of strategies formulating without too much communication. Communication would obviously be better, but it's working well. It's it's working well enough.
It's so unique. It's so new. It's a third-person shooter where you're covering ink. That's basically Control Point. Oh, okay, never mind.
It's not Control Point. I've played Control Point. It's not Control Point.
Okay, is there any other modes other than ink and your shit everywhere?
Yeah, but you have to unlock them, and
okay.
Which they'll actually unlock globally once enough people unlock them. But
that's kind of cool, actually.
yeah,
All
but
right.
it's not at that point yet, and I'm having trouble finding people to play online with at the moment. So
Okay, all right.
leveling up is taking a little long.
It's all right. All right, yeah. I mean, sounds pretty cool.
Yep. So more coverage. Just keep checking the site for all of that.
Stay tuned for continued coverage on Splatoon.
Yes.
Exclusively, for now, on attackofthefanboy.com.
Thanks for that hot plug.
Yeah. What have you been playing, Anthony?
I've been playing everything. You know how I am. You know how I do. Like I said, because of the Assassin's Creed, I did some Assassin's Creed Unity. Or honestly, I've been trying to get into MMOs more. I don't know why.
Well, I intentionally
bad.
avoid MMOs.
It's bad, I know. But, I mean, you get all this news like, oh, they're releasing the Neverwinter expansions on Xbox for free. So I'm like, oh shit, gotta level up my guy to 60. So I was playing that earlier before we hopped on to record the podcast. I was playing Neverwinter. It's fun. I mean, I also played that
You have a
Castle Storm
low
game.
bar, sir.
Jeez.
A low bar.
There is no game coming out, man. I have Final Fantasy X pre-ordered on PS4. I just haven't gone and picked it up. Just coasting. I've been playing a lot of PS3 games. Last weekend, GameStop had the 4 for $10 deal on PS3 and Xbox 360 on some games. So I just snatched a shit ton of them up. Just went over to my GameStop and snatched up a shit ton of games. I bought Darksiders, Mass Effect 2 and 3. A lot of them were repurchased because I sold a lot of games to buy a PlayStation 4 when it first came out. So I'm just picking them up dirt cheap all over again, basically. Which kind of works out because I still got all the DLC on my account, so I can just re-download it and play through it. Playing through Batman Arkham City. I don't know, man. Arkham Knight's gonna be hot.
Oh well, definitely. But that's a ways off.
Yeah. It's a month off, dude. Not a ways. Still, man, playing that really gets me in the mood for some Batman. Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I loaded up Arkham City just to see what it looked like on PC because I hadn't played it on there yet. But very excited for Arkham Knight. Yeah, I beat it.
Did they ever tell you if Batman got his blood out of his system? I know.
I don't remember any lingering issues, so I would say.
I know he got
yes.
cured, but it didn't say if he got the blood out of his system. Because I know a key point of Arkham Knight is going to be that he's in turmoil because his greatest nemesis is dead.
Spoilers.
Well, not really. Bitch, if you haven't played Arkham City by now, fuck off. The end.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember any. I think it concluded pretty definitively, so I think it was all good.
Arkham City?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're talking about like the blood, if the blood is still in his system. Joker's blood. Yeah.
Nah, I don't remember.
I don't know.
Apparently, I need to replay it again.
Yeah, because I saw Dean had that story where Batman might die. I mean, that's how most trilogies end, but we'll see.
Batman dying? Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Rocksteady maybe
see that happening.
I don't think the Arkham games are
Well,
go away.
They cited the reason for the M rating is because somebody dies a gruesome death.
Oh, I'm sure someone does. I don't think it's Batman.
And he's not included in any of the post-game DLC or missions or anything for the season pass. It's only the other characters. Everybody has like stories that take place after the Arkham Knight story, except Batman himself.
Even if he dies, he'll still come back.
He's Batman, motherfucker.
Yep. You know how it goes.
Get a Lazarus pit. He's okay.
I don't know. That seems like a very crazy move.
Warner Brothers said they're giving the studios complete control, so they're gonna tell their story, and it's gonna be the end of the Arkham trilogy, the Arkham series. So I don't see it as that far-fetched. I would say Batman dying is a very high possibility.
It'll look like he's dead, and then he'll be in a cafe in France.
Yeah, I mean that's just a weird ending. Batman dying.
Well,
That
I
just
mean, there's a
doesn't
lot
make
of
sense.
there's a lot of games that had the main character die, and the players were allowed to continue the open world game.
Well, yeah.
So that's the only thing where people are like, oh, they're not going to do that because then you couldn't continue the game. Well, yeah, but some games allow that.
It just.
So I think I think it's going to happen. I think he's a goner.
We'll see. There's
Dude,
Another
prediction.
bold prediction.
He's in enough trouble that he has to call literally the entire Bat family to help him.
Yeah.
So
We'll see soon enough.
Something
He's
goes
Batman.
down.
So that's not really next week, but that's
my
what
prediction.
you're excited about.
That's what
is
I'm hyped
Batman.
up. I mean, well, there's really no other games for me. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
have a high-end PC like you guys. If I did, I'd probably be excited for Witcher 2 a little more. Even though at that point I would be like, yeah, I could play it for like an hour and a half and then not play it for another month because the game is long.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm a little excited about Witcher 3. I really wish that I had sat down and played the older games, but apparently this one works. If you haven't, they do a whole summary, but you're not invested in that world like I'd like to be.
last time on The Witcher.
Kind of. Puzzles and Dragons, not within the next week, but the week after. I'm excited about that.
Splatoon.
Splatoon actually comes out the 29th. But
Oh,
I'm
you said it
excited.
was the 20.
The review comes out the 27th. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, the game comes out the 29th. But I am looking forward to playing that a lot more.
Oh yeah.
I gotta go Elder Scrolls Online.
Didn't quite catch that. I think you said
Yeah.
gotta go get it, Elder Scrolls Online. So
Yeah, I gotta go pre-order that stuff so I can get that statue. What? What?
I get a lot of collector's editions, and it's getting excessive for me. Jesus. Will, anything you're excited about?
Yeah, Witcher.
Yeah.
Probably gonna play that. That's about it. Heading into E3, right? I don't know what else is coming out. I think Street Fighter, maybe some smaller games.
Yeah,
I think a lot of stuff's cleared out of the way for The Witcher.
Yeah, release for PS4, Street Fighter. That'll probably make an appearance at PlayStation's conference. A lot of Street Fighter 5 stuff.
Yeah, we didn't hit that, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean coming soon.
well.
Yeah, The Witcher will be the one that I'm probably playing, but
Legit.
like I said, it's probably gonna be bits and pieces here and there. That's a long game, and I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to bite off of that at a time.
I don't know. All right, we're scraping the bottom, guys.
Yep.
Close it out.
I think
Wrap it up.
we're all done with our 10th. This was the AOTF podcast number 10, our E3, our pre-E3 special. So come back and let us
We're gonna have
know
a pre-pre.
what we got wrong. You can listen to the show anywhere you're listening to it now, but there's many other ways to listen to it. This one will be on YouTube, attackofthefanboy.com, and iTunes. You can subscribe and give us a little rating or review. We'd appreciate that. And that's about it. So say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Yay.
Motherfuckers better subscribe. Please tell me you got that.
I think Will fell
I
asleep.
got it.
Nice. That's how you're supposed to end it. Motherfuckers best subscribe.